Hello and welcome back to my channel for another personalized card. It's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. I'm going to show you step by step how to create this dimensional flower jug. If you like it, I really hope you will feel inspired to create something along with me. I'm going to use purple paper block I got from the ranch. I absolutely love this purple pad and all those patterns and designs are so gorgeous. And my totally favorite one here is the one with mandala pattern. So I thought it would be perfect for my second SVG file I created, and in this case it is a flower jug. So I cut it out using my scan and cut machine. Also some few other bits to decorate it. I also use the same purple pad and silver glitter card, and I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, to put all those elements together. And I use the same glitter card and purple pad, and I use the same decorations for the top, which you will see in a second. Off camera I also cut two other flower jugs, which we're going to use for the card base, and this way we're going to have professional finish. But before I do it, I'm going to use my cutting knife and craft mat, and I'm going to create a slit, and this way we're going to hide some of the elements here and it will look professionally finished. So if you have never ever used that trick, I really hope this card will inspire you to do so. As you can see, I also have two white panels, and using the leftover from the cutting, I'm going to create an element that I'm going to use to attach all those dimensional flowers I'm going to use from my stash. And this way the card will be very steady and it will actually stand very proudly on a flat surface. So if you have never ever used that trick, I really hope you will feel inspired to do so. And if you don't have scan and cut machine, you can also create your own flower jug using copy paper, pencil. Just fold your paper in half, draw the outline, then cut it out and your template is ready. As you can see, I've got some Formiran flowers I created a few weeks ago, and I wonder, how do you store your flowers if you make them? I'm really curious. Now it is time to decorate our beautiful flower jug, and I'm going to use my hot glue gun. As you can see, I also have some beautiful green leaves, and these come from collection from Marta Dębicka. If you're interested in any of the products I use in today's video, you can check the description down below because I left the names and some of the links as well. And I really want to know if you're interested in my own SVG files for flower jugs. If you are, I'm really curious, so please let me know in the comments down below. As you can see, I'm just putting the leaves here and there, and the card we put at the back actually is going to hold all those flowers and leaves very beautifully, and that's what we need for today's card. So I do encourage you to use that trick. And what's really good about any SVG files, you can make them as big or as small as you want. In this case, I decided to have a shaped card, but you can make it smaller and use that flower jug for a topper on your card. So there is always a way to create some beautiful projects. I also wonder, how often do you create personalized projects? Using butterfly wishes, create a card from Crafter's Companion. I die cut happy birthday with the same silver glitter card that I use for the decoration on a flower jug, and I think that will match very beautifully on a card. Also, using cutting dies from Tonic Studio, I use silver mirror card and I created a name of the recipient, and I'm going to attach it using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, because this way you also have some time to maneuver some elements if you made a mistake. As you can see, I'm starting from the right, then left, right and left, and this way I'm going to show that all the elements are spaced evenly, and I do encourage you to do exactly the same whenever you have tricky sentiments or words to put together on your project. Now I'm going to add a few more leaves because I thought there are still some places where we can add more interest. And if you like this color palette, please let me know. I also wonder if you have made any foam flowers, what is the color combo that you usually go to? Or if you haven't created your own foam flowers, would you like to know how to do it? As you can see, now it is time to cover the back, so our card will be beautiful. And still using the leftover I use for my scan and cut machine, I'm using my pencil to draw the outline, and I'm going to fussy cut it. Super simple, and you can always adjust the shape if you need it, so I do encourage you to do it in your project as well. So now I'm going to put it here, and even then I thought I like it, but we can still cover that purple just to make sure that everything looks professionally finished. So I'm going to add a few more leaves here and there because I still thought there are some missing, and when I'm really happy with the design, it is time to actually make sure that everything is adhered properly. And again, I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, to put all those elements together. And what's really good about this shape card, it will really stand proudly on a flat surface. To create the back panel, I'm using my scoring board. I'm going to create the top flap and put those elements together. Super simple. So if you have never ever used that trick for shaped cards, I really hope today is the day. And when this is ready, I like it, but the card just cannot stand flat. But I'll show you how to do it. It is super simple to fix, so don't worry whenever you create cards like this. Or if you have never ever created a shaped card with some flowers at the top, maybe today is the day. As you can see, this is a birthday card, but you can use the same for any other occasion. I really like all those flowers, but they make so much dimension, so it cannot go in a flat envelope. We have to create a box, and it is super simple to create. You have to choose the design papers that you like. I always measure the project, and then for the depth I'm going to add 2.5 centimeter on each side. Using my scoring board, I'm going to create the base for my box first, and I'm going to score it at 2.5 centimeter on each side. Super simple, isn't it? And then using my scissors, I'm going to make some notches and start putting the box together. So first scissors, then you have to fold all those score lines, burnish, and then put them together. Super simple. And I wonder, how often do you create boxes for your projects? Please let me know in the comments down below. Also, what do you think about this color palette for a birthday? Do you think that color palette would go well with a different project? If you do, I really wonder what it is. I really wanted those florals to be inside the box, so yes, you can do that as well. As you can see, I've got the plain lavender outside, and I think that will add even more interest to the whole project. And I'm using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, to assemble all those sides together. Because first of all, it is a liquid glue, so you do have time to maneuver all those elements if you make a mistake, but also it will adhere them forever. And now it is time to check if our card fits inside the box, and we can create a lid. And for the lid, I decided to actually make it very special. So first I'm going to decide with the box lid, and again I'm going to score it at 2.5 on each side, and to decorate it I decided to use my scan and cut machine and cut flower image. Super simple. So we're going to have aperture, and also using the same flower I created silver border using silver glitter card. So yes, you can do it. Nothing stops you. You can personalize not only the cards but boxes with any electronic machine you've got. And I do encourage you to do exactly the same, because nothing really stops you and you can make so many beautiful projects in no time. And again, I'm using my one and only liquid glue to put all those elements together, but For the aperture, I thought on the outside we do have the silver glitter card, but in the inside we're going to use some acetate. To make it super easy to open the box, we're going to use a hole punch. As you can see, this is just circle punch, but if you do have some circle nesting dice, yes, you can do that as well. I don't really have good circle nesting dice, so for me that is the way to go. I'm going to use 3mm red liner tape and I'm going to put it on the back of the acetate. It is slightly bigger than my aperture, and this way I'm going to make sure that everything will look professionally finished. If you want, you can make that acetate element as big as the lid and then it will be fine as well. I just didn't want to waste it, and it's always a good idea to burnish your red liner tape first with your pokey tool before peeling off the backing, and our box lid will be nearly complete. We just have to fold all those score lines and put the whole box together. And again, I'm going to use my one and only liquid glue. Please let me know what is your totally favorite shape of a box for your cards. I'm really curious. Do you like the rectangular shape or maybe square shape? Please let me know what's your preference and how often do you actually make boxes for your projects, or do you actually have them ready-made? Because I know there are some places you can get them from, but to be honest, I've never done it. So if you know where I can get them from, I'm really curious, so please leave the link in the comments down below. Now our lid fits beautifully and the project is complete. But we can still fix that beautiful flower jug and it will be there standing proudly on a flat surface. To do it, I've got 6 by 5 centimeters white 300 GSM multi-purpose card. I'm going to score it at 1, 2.5 and then 4 centimeters. So I've got 1, 1.5, 1.5 centimeter and 1 centimeter. So as you can see, we've got that M element and I'm going to adhere it inside the card, which means it will always keep, let's say, closed. It won't go open, so you can write your message at the very back of the card and that is totally fine. And whenever you use that trick, it will be beautifully finished, so I do encourage you to do exactly the same. So the card stands proudly and it actually rocks as well. It is time to add some silver gems just to finish off the card, and please let me know what do you think about this. Would you like to give it a go, or have you ever created your own SVG files for personalized cards? What do you think about this card and a matching box? If you like it, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Here you can check my 2 other videos with my own SVG files, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because every Monday I've got personalized cards and Thursdays I still have Christmas makes. Have a wonderful day and see you in my next video. Bye for now!